All right, guys, how are you doing? My name's Kent Tilley with K4 Financial, and today I'm going to start a 5-video series about hell on earth and just sort of the hell that's coming. And I'm going to start with the small business ticking time bomb that is potentially coming in the form of SEBA loan repayments. And if you own a small business, you know that nothing about small business ownership is fun. Everything about it is hell, and it's stressful and not that rewarding. No, it's pretty good sometimes, but the struggles are real. So, COVID had a real bad effect on Canadian small business owners, and coming out of COVID has not gotten any better. We had sort of anticipated or hoped that revenue levels from pre-pandemic levels were going to come back. However, with inflation, other things, people not having as much disposable income, everybody's really great sort of objective of supporting small and local businesses kind of went to the wayside when they're like, I can barely afford to pay my bills. It is going to be cheaper for me to go to Walmart, going to be cheaper for me to go to the competition that's bigger, that has more money, that can have a lower price point than you can as a small business owner. And what they did in 2020 was something that they kind of had to do. You noticed like all these small businesses were shuttering their doors, and they said, we need to do something. So initially, they gave anybody that applied, no questions asked, a $40,000 loan. And as long as you paid back $30,000 by the end of last year, then $10,000 was going to be sort of free money in your pocket. However, most people weren't, even close to paying that back, so they extended the deadline to December 31st of this year. On top of that, there were other people that could, on top of that, apply for an extra $20,000, so $60,000 in total. And as long as they paid back $40,000 by the end of this year now, then they were going to get $20,000 for free. And if not, what's going to happen is you are going to have to pay back the full loan plus that money that was supposed to be free in 2 years after December 31st at an interest rate of, I believe, 5%. Now, what is happening, you'll see a whole bunch of headlines going on about this right now, is that a lot of small businesses are really struggling with being able to pay this loan back, and this is risking closing the doors of up to 19% of our small businesses. So 250,000 small businesses, right as we speak, are at risk of closing their doors by the end of the year because they're not going to be able to pay back this loan. And so some federations, in line with small businesses, are trying to figure out, can we get the government to extend this one more time? Is that just delaying the inevitable of these small businesses going under? Do I know the answer? No, I do not, but I cannot imagine that, 250,000 small businesses, going out of business almost at the same time can be good for any economy. So there should be some discussion about what we need to do about this. I don't know, because that's also just the businesses plus their employees are now out of a job. And so, 10.7 million Canadians are now employed by a small business. If 20% of them go out of business, that's 2 million jobs that are lost. That's 2 million people that are no longer paying income tax, 2 million people that are no longer contributing to the economy. This is a problem, and, we need to talk about it. I don't have the answers. If you're a small business owner and this is you, what I would do, I guess is, and what I did in the beginning was I just started a monthly payment that, was like, okay, I'm going to have that paid off by the time that it's done. I wish that the banks would come and say, you know what, you're a small business owner and we like small businesses and we're going to give you a line of credit or a loan or something to pay this off so we can help you keep your doors open. But I don't really think they're in the business of doing that. So, you know, I would try to get it as low as possible, and if need be, then just taking a small loan to pay off the remaining balance, but at least you can get that free portion. So that is what I would certainly do. I mean, even if you have to put, say, $5,000 on a credit card, you know, that could be $10,000 to $20,000 of free money that you're giving away because you haven't paid it off. Just a thought. I don't know. I'm just saying that this is a problem that's brewing in our economy, and you know, as times are tighter for humans, they're certainly just as tight or tighter for small business owners. So hopefully we can come together and figure out some sort of solution that helps everybody. I obviously think about this all the time. I have ideas, but they would require some pretty massive change that nobody's going to listen to me about. So who gives a shit what I have to say? Cheers. Hopefully this ticking time bomb doesn't ruin us all.